GTA 3 Definitive has 4 honest job or civilian vehicle missions, and in this video I'll show you how you can complete them all. We have Paramedic, for which we gotta complete 12 levels in a row, Taxi Driver, for which we need to deliver 100 passengers not necessarily in a row, Vigilante, for which we need to waste 20 criminals on each island, Firefighter, for which we need to extinguish 20 fires on each island. I'll give you tips for each one and help you beat them. Let's go! Hello all you wonderful people. Let's start with the hardest side mission in the game called Paramedic. This mission is a nightmare if you don't know what you're doing, but with my help you should have no issues. First of all, get the ambulance from the spawn location, which is right over here. Right over here is the hospital. You should know this place because you probably visit it quite often. Oh. As I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, this is the ambulance spawn location at the hospital. Start the mission. If the ambulance is locked, you can just get out of the area and come back. It's gonna be unlocked after you come back. So what do we do in this mission? You gotta pick up patients. We have lots of patients we gotta pick up. In level 1 we have 1 patient, in level 2 we have 2 patients, 3 patients in level 3, and so on until we reach level 12. In level 12 we gotta deliver 12 whole patients, which is gonna take you quite a while. This mission, I would say it takes like 50 minutes, an hour. It depends on how you drive, of course. If you drive pretty well, you can go much faster. Now, this is very important. You should do this mission before you pass all important missions. Which means at the very beginning of the game you should start with this mission. This is pretty much mandatory because if you don't, you're gonna have lots of issues. After you pass important missions, the gangs become hostile, especially the Leone family. The mafia guys, which spawn pretty high up, become super hostile. They have shotguns, and once you pass right next to a gang member, you're gonna get destroyed pretty much immediately. So it's very important to do this as early as possible. You can of course do this mission later on in Staten Island, but even then gangs hate you too, and they can shoot you, and this vehicle is very fragile. You're gonna crash a lot, you're gonna lower the health, and since the gangs shoot you too, you're gonna have issues with those too, so you're gonna explode and not be able to finish because you gotta finish this in a row. All patients, all levels have to be delivered in a row, which is very tedious. This vehicle is very fragile, it tips over pretty quickly too, so you gotta be careful. It's level 3. And that's pretty much it. Do this as early as possible, guys. Also, something else you could try is to despawn the traffic, just like this. If there's traffic in your way, you can despawn the traffic. What also works, if you do it later in the game, is to despawn the traffic too. This also despawns the pets, which could help with the gangs, but it's not guaranteed, so you should not really do that. But it's pretty much it for this mission, guys. I'll show you the end of it, level 12. And here we go, guys, the last patient in level 12. I failed once because I ran over a patient at level 10, so you better watch out, guys. You should watch out. Pay attention to the traffic. When you have traffic in front of you, it is spawned just like this because it is very helpful. You don't lower the health of the vehicle too much this way, and it's very helpful to you. So here we go, guys, level 12 is complete. 12 patients have been delivered, and let's get our reward, which is 78 patients saved. The reward is Ultimate Mega Sprint. You can sprint forever and ever, which is a great reward. And the other 2 rewards are a health pickup and a pill pickup. The pill is used to slow down time, which gives you more precision, especially if you use controllers. This would be very helpful, so you can have more precise movements, more precise shooting and whatnot. It's super helpful, but the biggest reward is that I don't have to do this mission ever again. Because it is so tedious and annoying. But anyway, let's move on to the next mission. Taxi Driver, which can be completed in 3 different vehicles: the cabbie, the taxi, and the Borgnine, which is the reward after beating this mission. So how do you beat this mission? First of all, these vehicles can spawn pretty much anywhere, just pick one. I choose the taxi. But how do you beat this mission? First of all, activate the mission, pick up a passenger and drop him off at the destination. You gotta do this 100 times. But don't worry, guys, you don't have to do this in a row. You can just pick up a patient, not a patient but a passenger, pick up a passenger, drop him off, pass a few missions, go back to taxi, pick up a few more passengers and whatnot until you finish the game and get 100 passengers total. You don't have to do this specifically right now. At the beginning of the game you can do it much later, but I suggest to do it now because gangs are not hostile, and even if they're hostile you can just stop the mission and restart it if the destination is in a hostile zone. But this is much faster and much better. Also, if you do this in a row, you get a lot more cash. You get close to $500,000 if you do this all in a row. Since money is pretty useless in this game, there's pretty much no point in doing that, but I'm a completionist, I will do all 100 in a row. I also do it in Portland because Portland is a very small city, which means destinations are much closer, and also, if your car gets damaged, which it is gonna get damaged because there's lots of patients you gotta deliver, so if traffic is an issue, just respray your car, fix it up, and you'll be all good. Alright guys, I'll see you after 100 fares. BRB. Oh boy guys, this took forever. This took like an hour. This mission is super easy but pretty tedious because, you know, it's pretty lengthy, especially if you do it in a row. And again, you don't have to do it in a row, but I'm a completionist, I gotta do this, it's a true 100% completion. Oh boy, this is the last location. I'll hit 100, I'm so happy. I'll never have to do this ever again. Woohoo! 100 in a row, bonus of 40 flippin' thousand, faster, harder. New Borg 9. Taxis open for business. Call 555 Borg 9 today. Ho, yeah, we got the Borg 9 taxi, which is the reward for this mission. Let's pick it up. And here we go guys, our reward for completing all 100 fares. We can complete more fares. What the lousy reward is located right over here. This is the Borg 9 taxi Co or whatever. But with this car you can complete more fares. As if I did not complete way too many already, I have to complete more. You don't have to complete, of course, it's just a bonus. A cool looking car, but it's a pretty useless reward, I would say. For the amount of work you gotta do, this is pretty lousy, but it's a reward which is pretty cool. Anyway guys, let's move on to Vigilante, which is a very exciting mission. Before you pass this mission, I highly recommend collecting all the packages from the previous video in this walkthrough. This is gonna give you lots and lots of weapons. This weapon, M16, is super useful, and this one too, the rocket launcher, for this mission, because what you could do is once you see a criminal... What are you doing, bro? Once you see a criminal, you can just park in front of him and just shoot him with a rocket launcher or M16, it's your choice. This is more precise, but this causes an aerial effect. But anyway, to do this okay, excuse me, this is locked. Is it gonna be locked to just my luck for a video? I'm recording a video. As I was saying, these vehicles spawn at the police station, which is right over here. Pick a car. You can do this in many different cars, but this is a very good one. It's very fast. So, what you do here is you destroy or you waste criminals. You gotta waste 20 criminals on each island. Each 10 you waste gives you a reward. The reward is a bribe at your safe house, so if you get in trouble with the police, you can just pick up a bribe and the police is gonna be gone. So, what you can do is stop your car and shoot on foot, or just shoot from the car just like this. In this mission you get in trouble with the police quite often, so you better watch out. You can pick up bribes if you do get into trouble. Also in this mission you don't have to actually do it in a row. You can waste a criminal, take a break, go save your game, waste another criminal, go save again, which is a way to not get too much into trouble with the police. But you know me, I'll do this all in a row. 20 on each island, and yes, you can do this at the beginning of the game, even though the 2 other islands are not unlocked yet. Let's complete 20 in Portland. Oh, hello, buddy. Oh, traffic jam, perfect. Shooty. Destruction. Oh, perfect. Come here. I would like to destroy your car, but this also works. There we go, the first police bribe is at our safe house. Let's do 10 more kills. Oh, I'm approaching, or he's approaching, he's coming to me, he's ready. And I'm ready too, because I'm gonna stop here and demonstrate that this works with a rocket launcher. Pretty bad shot, but it still worked. Our second bribe is at our safe house, and this completes Vigilante for Portland. Like I said, 20 on each island. Let's port ourselves to Staten Island. To travel to the other two cities, which is this and the one after that, you can go right over here, park your car just like this, exit out, head in this direction, jump over this blue fence, and continue sprinting until you reach this barricade, jump over the barricade, walk a little bit more. If you want to go to Staten Island, which is the second city, you have to jump over here. Let me demonstrate. Once you jump, you are in Staten Island. To get to Shortside Vale, the third island, you have to continue sprinting after this intersection until you reach this mountain. Once you do, jump to the left side and choose spawn in the third city called Shortside Vale. The location of a police vehicle is right over here. This is the police station. This is the station, LCPD police. We have a gate here, we have a sentinel, and this is the car itself. You can get it from here in Stoughton, but in Shortside Vale, it spawns right here again at the police station. This is it, a much smaller station. This is the car, and this is also the huge hospital. You cannot miss it, it's a big building, but this is the car in Shortside. Let's get back to Stoughton so we can do all the Staten Island Vigilante missions. Oh, it's a cabbie, very good, very good. Block him, block him! Oh, I'll block him myself, haha! Oh, I didn't block him. Destruction, stop shooting me, Colombians! I'm on a mission! I have cops after me and this knucklehead too. Who is gonna explode? Who is gonna explode? Oh, he didn't! Come here. Plop! Squished. Alright, the third police bribe is at our safe house. Let's get one more. Oh, he's approaching. I'm ready. Come here. Stallion, stallion, stallion. No, come, no! I can't shoot him. I can't shoot him from here. I was gonna kill myself. Okay. Oh, that sucked. Okay, stupid stallion. Who made you? Who created you? Oh, I gotta chase. This is a fast car, right? Yeah, it's a fast car. It's a Stinger. Come here. Oh, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you. Ah, I can't stop because he's a very fast car. Let's push him in the water. Push him in the water. Oh, not myself in the water. Okay, he's there. That was so eventful. That was so cool. So dangerous. Almost died. I haven't died yet, guys. But anyway, the fourth bribe is at our safe house. Let's go to Shortside. Shortside Vale is a pretty crappy city when it comes to these missions because police bribes are not that found often, and the city is very convoluted. We have to travel so much from Pike Creek to the airport, for instance. The distance is pretty huge. And this is the 10th person. This was a pretty lengthy hunt, so yeah, I'm pretty exhausted, I gotta say. But destruction, the 10th one is done. Police bribe, the 5th one is delivered. We have 10 more to go. Unfortunately, I have 2 stars and the bribes are pretty far away from my location, so actually was a bribe right behind me, but I don't have much time to complete it, so let's complete this. The 20th person. I shouldn't have many issues, even though I have stars. Come here, oh no! Shoot! Get out of here! Okay, am I gonna explode? No, not. Okay, good, 3 stars, oh no! But anyway, let's not get killed, I haven't died yet. Ah, yeah. Let's get the car, get the car. Don't bust me, please. Oh my goodness, okay, there we go. Mission complete entirely. Like I said, 20 criminals on each island. You don't have to do this in a row. I did it because I'm a completionist and I want this to be a true 100% completion. But anyway, let's go save and I'll show you the reward. And here it is, guys, the 6 bribe stars at all our 3 safe houses. We have 6 in Stoughton, 6 in Shortside and 6 in Portland too. These are super helpful if you get into trouble with the police. You can just pick them up. Okay, let's move on to the next mission, which is called Firefighter, which is the second one of the bunch. This is the fire truck location. It's right over here. We can see the Autos garage in the distance, and this is the huge fire department. It actually says fire department. So what you have to do here is get into the car, activate the mission, and guess what we gotta do? We gotta extinguish fires, obviously. How many fires? Well, 20 fires on each island you gotta do. 20 in Portland, 20 in Stoughton and 20 in Shortside Vale. This is a very easy way to get some rare vehicles which don't spawn in Portland, for instance. If you haven't unlocked the other cities and you can't get vehicles back to Portland, this is a way to get the vehicles, like for instance the Blista, which is required for an import-export garage. You can get it super early by using this mission, but basically approach a vehicle, extinguish it, you can aim your spray in any direction pretty easily and pretty quickly. This is not required to be done in a row. You can for instance extinguish one, pass a couple main missions, extinguish another one, more missions, extinguish, more missions, and so on. And also, if you don't like a location, if it's too far from you, you can cancel a mission, start it up again, and it's gonna spawn in a different location, which could be closer. And also, if you're doing this much later in the game, if a car spawns in hostile areas, you can again cancel a mission, and it's gonna spawn in a much better place, where of course you're not gonna get blown up by the gangs. But like I said, I'll do 20 in a row on each island. You saw how to port yourself to Stoughton and Shoreside in this video, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. So I guess I'll see you in a little bit. And here we go guys, the 20 vehicle. This didn't take too long. This is a pretty short mission. What I do suggest, important especially, is to despawn the traffic just like this. If you see lots of cars in front of you, despawn the traffic because it's gonna make your life so much easier. This is a very small vehicle. A very big vehicle, the opposite. For such a big vehicle it's pretty necessary. But yeah, 20 important are done. Let's move on to Stoughton. Hello Stoughton vehicle, what are you? I gotta check. I gotta also despawn. Despawning is such a good thing in this truck, dude. It helps so much. What is it? What is it? Extinguish. Idaho. 20 vehicles extinguished in Stoughton. 52,500 bucks more. Awesome, let's move on to Shoreside. Shoreside is such a terrible place for this mission if you do it in a row, because a burning vehicle can spawn in Pike Creek, and then in Wichita Gardens you gotta go around the whole place to extinguish this fire. What you could do is to start the mission, extinguish a fire in Pike Creek. If a vehicle spawns in a different location, cancel the mission and activate it again until you get a location, like for instance at the airport or in Pike Creek. You can just stay in Pike Creek, guys. There's no hostile gangs, the streets are pretty straight, so do that instead of what I'm doing here. Let's go! Trashmaster is extinguished! Woohoo! And what is your reward, guys? Except a lot of money, it is a new weapon at your safe houses. Let's go and check it out. And here we go guys, the victory spoils of all the missions we completed today. First of all, this is the Firefighter reward. It's a flamethrower, it spawns at all your 3 safe houses. Next we have the Paramedic rewards, which are these 2, plus infinite sprint. We have all the Vigilante rewards, which are 6 bribe stars over here. And of course, let's not forget the the best reward, the Borgnine taxi, which we can use to do more taxi missions. Woohoo! But anyway guys, you should do these missions pretty early on, as early as possible, so you can get lots of rewards, which you can use in missions and outside of missions too. So guys, thank you for watching, and a very special thank you to Olav Velikanin, Dominican, Monish Pradeep, Epic Elev, Shinte, Bad Boy Hero, Xessi, Extreme Stuff, Jacob Medley, Jebediah, Versetti Gwen, Jim Francesco, Skaze Nice, The Zip Gay Studios, Faith, and everybody else.